Good morning, everybody. Episode 9, Spiritual Outlaw Becoming a Member Among Members. Today is Saturday, March 7th, 2026. And, this week I realized something important. I don't need to be special in recovery. I just need to be a member among members. Humility, I guess in my life right now, I'm definitely in step 7, humbly asking a God of my understanding to remove these shortcomings. And, the first word in that is humbly. And I realized by doing this work lately, sponsor passing, going back to my original sponsor, these decisions with these doctors right now. Life has humbled me in a way that, it's a gift. It's a fucking gift, man. But it doesn't come without the price of pain and humiliation. And what a gift. I'm honoring my commitments at Radford Hall. The daily structure, opening up the hall, making coffee, getting everything ready for the 7 a.m. meeting, hitting the 7 a.m. Winners Attitude Adjustment meeting. And it's a hybrid meeting. You can check it out online if you ever want to come in and check it out. RadfordHall.com, 7 a.m. Winners Attitude Adjustment meeting. And just doing my daily structure. I'm working on rebuilding my clientele at the salon, so I'm offering, special on that, and just dealing with health stuff, doctors, gout, getting ready for my surgery coming up, and I'm in monk mode right now for the next 6 months until I get my year. I have like 196, 97 days, I guess. But, the world record for sobriety is 24 hours. So I try not to count the days. I try to make the days count, if you know what I mean. And I know you do. But my monk mode is, it's no relationships, sexual relationships, no chasing outcomes, focusing on my recovery, focusing on my work at the salon, building up my clientele, getting some stability, working out this housing situation. In less than a month, April 1st will be 2 years I've been living in my car. It just blows my fucking mind. But it is what it is, and what a gift it has been. That's the way I'm looking at it now. It's a fucking gift. I'm so proud of myself. I had the balls to sacrifice and go through this so that I could get this gift of humility. For me, I'm a hard-headed, stubborn son of a bitch. But I'm becoming a loving and kind and humility and just willing to listen and be of service. I got no advice, man. I'm not a fucking spiritual leader, but I am a person that's being honest with himself and with others, and I'm always willing to listen, and if when asked, I will show you what I do. yeah, I'm gonna carry out this monk mode thing until I get my 1 year, which will be, Brandon and Bandit willing, I will be 1 year sobriety, August 21st, 2026. So, humility, stepping back. Sometimes growth and recovery isn't stepping up, it's stepping back. And that's true for me in my reality right now. I'm too involved at Radford. Sometimes I'm the only one to deal with issues now, and it's just fucking with my peace. I'm not a governor. I do not manage. I am not the president of fucking Alcoholics Anonymous or Radford Hall Clubhouse. I am just a member among members, and so I'm going to honor my commitments. I honor my 12 p.m. on Thursday Radford Hall Zombies by Day meeting that I secretary, and I have that for 6 months. I think 5 months left on that. I get the speakers, and so if you ever want to speak or come on, you can do it on Zoom or in person. Hit me up, and maybe we'll bring you in to lead a meeting. And then I run my book group, and that's my bread and butter. I think even if I step back completely from Radford and I never go to another meeting or another commitment after I finish honor my commitments, I think if I completely just disengage from Radford Hall and find other places to go, I think even if that happens, I will still always do my Monday book focus group, Unchained Sobriety, from 4:15 to 5:30 every Monday. I've been doing that like 17, coming on 18 months now. I love that. It's my way to give back to Radford Hall. And I think I'm going to just keep it simple. Once I finish out this commitment in this 6 months and I get my 1 year, I'm going to fucking disappear from Radford Hall. And you will see me at the Monday, my Monday book focus group. I'm not, I don't need to think about that right now. I'm 6 months away from that. But that's exactly what's going to happen. This next 6 months, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, shooting up, showing up, and honoring everything. But once I get my year, Radford Hall will see me on Mondays at 4:15 to 5:30, and that's it. Unless I'm asked to speak. I'm still honoring my commitments, but I just don't want to. I'm trying not to control the spaces that I'm in, And being a triple Leo and a natural fucking leader is very tough for me. And I don't expect other people to understand. You know why? Because they're not fucking me. They're not fucking Leo. They're not a triple Leo. They don't have the baseline of fucking being the leader and having pride. Lions have prides, man. And but now I'm trying to do it not from ego, but more from humility. And God's working on me on that. Stability, building up my clientele at Giuseppe Franco Hair Salon in Beverly Hills. I'm working on that. I'm offering 50% off, for anybody that wants to come and book with the Bandit and have a Beverly Hills experience with the coolest fucking salon and on the planet, I think. And it's been there long enough. I've been there since 1991, off and on, and Giuseppe's been there. I think he started in the mid-'80s. So, he's one of the few legends that has lasted this long in Beverly Hills, especially with that fucking rent, I'm working on taking care of my health. I got some surgery coming up, which is not good news. I have this hernia surgery from this complications from getting attacked at this fucking AA meeting at Moore Park. And the homeless guy was running from the cops and threw hot coffee in my face and kicked me in the groin area. and it fucked up this hernia mesh surgery that I already had, and now I've got to go back in and get it redone because now it's all ruptured and just been a pain in the ass. Well, the doctor just told me that there's a possibility that I might lose my right testicle and that I might not ever have sensation down there again. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that kind of sent me into a fucking panic this week. But I've talked to some of my boys in recovery, and I had no idea 3 of my homies have fucking no right testicle as well. And all of them told me that you know, the doctors kind of have to tell you this, and that I'll be all right. And so that was kind of helped, you know. But if I can't, you know, fucking have, although I'm not in sexual relationships in this monk mode for 6 months, but after that, if I want to fucking go to Pound Town or bump some bellies, you know, if I can't do that, then kind of, what's the fucking point? You know, that may be okay for some motherfuckers, but, you know, I'm pretty good at being a lover, you know what I mean? That's all I've ever wanted to do, and that's why I became a fucking hairdresser. But anyway, I don't want to get off on that tangent, but so I'm, you know, dealing with, you know, I'm also seeing a therapist right now, which is cool. The guy's really cool. Kind of too cool, kind of makes me, you know, I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just trying to have a new experience, but, you know, wow. So he's cool. You know, he's helping me. He's working on, you know, it takes processing some time, but I'm going to see him this coming up Tuesday, and we're going to sign some paperwork, and he's going to try and get me some housing, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm building a life now instead of escaping one, you know, which is interesting. You know, what freedom looks like for me, you know, I guess it's just routine, discipline, you know, a little bit more peace. And I'm having fewer emotional storms, you know, especially with this humility, you know, eating a full pie of humble pie, you know, every single slice. It is what it is, you know, and what a gift. What a gift. I wish I was not so hard-headed and so apt to holding on. I wish I'd have gotten this sooner. And I know that people can. They don't have to go and be as hard-headed and as stubborn as I have been. But, you know, I don't get in the way of anybody's spiritual experience, because no one got in the fucking way of mine. And who am I to get in the way of your spiritual experience? So this is part of mine, and it's, I'm glad that I'm working through this. I'm glad I'm actually feel like I have completed and fully understood step 7, you know, humbly asking to remove our shortcomings, and it's working. You know, 9 episodes into this journey, and I'm realizing the path really isn't about becoming someone special. It's about becoming honest. Yeah. Anyway, episode number 9 in the fucking can, baby. Bandit still trudging, still walking the road, still becoming. And right now it's about becoming, being honest. Love you guys. Have a great week. And I'll see you next week. Bandit out.